Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And so, the national anthems. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I've always been impressed with the intelligence and decision-making of this man, the Paul. Yes, you kind of expect that from an Argentinian playmaker, but he's such a key figure whether his team are building patiently or transitioning quickly. He's very adept at creating space, attracting markers and then turning away quickly. And I love those long clip balls he can get into deep positions.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So it's down to business here. Tagliafico. De Paul. Oh, that's neat. So who's he picking out? De Paul with the cross. Forward it goes. Nuno da Costa. Good chance here! No, not quite.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
That's been drilled forward. And he's straight offside. Romero. Paredes. De Paul. McAllister. McAllister. Tagliafico. Simeone. And here's De Paul. Simeone played out to the left flank.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's McAllister. Martinez. Messi. McAllister. Now he's got space here. And out it comes again. Lisandro Martinez, aim forwards. Alvarez! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Clears it away. Taliafico. McAllister. De Paul. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Paredes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. In with the challenge. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Great reaction! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's just beyond his reach. And the keeper takes decisive action. McAllister. Throw it. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now that's well seen too. Romero. McAllister. De Paul. McAllister. De Paul. Paredes. De Paul. Spread out to the left. De Paul cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
That's a throw. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Simeone with the short one. Goes for the header! Goal! Argentina! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Well, he had a choice to make. He could have gone with his foot, but he got it absolutely right with that diving header. Brilliant.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Montiel, gently done. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. McAllister. One 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's played forward. Lisandro Martinez gets across to intercept that. The pull forwards and with intent. Gary Rodriguez. That's a lovely, neat pass. Driven forward, is onto it in a flash. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Argentina, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. That gets things going for the second half. Argentina carrying a one-goal lead. McAllister, that's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Gary Rodriguez. Now this could be a chance! A real chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And that's a throw-in. Hit into the middle. Cleared without complication. Up towards the front line. McAllister. That's really well manoeuvred. That's going to go a long way. It's a good-looking delivery. And he shoots! Gets good distance on it. Tagliafico. Oh, it's played into the area. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Alvarez is offering a wry smile there.
No way through there. Tagliafico. Simeone. Alvarez! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Argentina, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Romero. Alvarez is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
That has found him in acres of space. Can he deliver? Chooses to go back. That's good defending, very good defending. Simeone. Gary Rodriguez. That's very neat. Montiel. McAllister. De Paul. Tagliafico. Oh, this looks sharp.
Argentina have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
De Paul. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Paredes. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played into space out wide. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Thinks one through. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. That'll be a throw. But there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Out to the right. Now here's the... Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Romero. Argentina can consider themselves just about safe now. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Romero. 5 minutes left on the clock. Messi chasing after it. Cleared away. Done delicately. And they've got rid. What a throw in. Argentina making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Paredes. Martinez. Montiel. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that is that. Argentina are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Argentina really were always favourites to start with, and try as they might, you always knew that their opponents were only going to emerge with little more than their pride intact.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.